Triple E EDC back again with another knife video. This is the ProTech ATAC Harkins, or Harkins ATAC. And as you can see, this is a double action. It comes out like that, and then you can go ahead and boom, do an automatic. So this is a really cool knife. They don't make it that often. They make it like once every 3-4 years because ProTech has to actually close down their shop from all the other production they're doing and just do this because the types of parts that it takes to machine this, it causes them to have to sort of shut things down for a little bit, which I think is kind of interesting. Sorry, I'm gonna get that. All right, so let me go ahead and do some size comparisons here. So we're gonna start off with the Paramilitary 2 and the Para 3. So you can see this is sort of an in-between size. I actually think this is sort of favorable with respect to the 940 as far as, you know, being a nice slender knife, around the same size. Here it is against the Benchmade Bailout. Again, similar size to the Bailout. And just for good measure, here's the Bug Out. All right. I think that's probably enough size comparisons for now. And we'll go ahead and talk about the good and the bad of this knife. So the good on this right off the bat is the action. This thing is so smooth. The washers must be polished. I have not opened this up. Honestly, I'm a little bit afraid to open this up. But this is, the washers must be polished. If you guys have ever had a TRM Atom and felt how smooth the washers are on that thing, this is almost there, almost as smooth as that, which for this also being a double action is amazing. I think that's absolutely amazing. Second, the ergonomics on this are great. They're really, really good. And I mean, they're more on the neutral side, but I would definitely say, excuse me, at least an 8 and 8.5 on ergonomics. Really, really nice. Blade shape on this is great. You've got this nice swedge here running the side, and you have a nice, nice sort of drop point blade here that just really, really is a nice EDC shape. That's going to work for a lot of different types of tasks. You're going to do well on piercing. It's nice and thin for slicing, as you can see here. It's just a really great EDC shape. Very, very happy with it. Next thing on here is this thing is beautiful. The marble carbon fiber on this, as you can see, sort of glints in the light. It's almost got like a holographic effect. Really, really beautiful. The aluminum on here is that really nice aluminum that ProTech does on a lot of its knives. And you can see that it's got a really nice milled clip with a sort of an orange peel titanium clip. I know a lot of ProTech likes to do a lot of these types of clips, right? These deep carry clips. And so on here, having this nice milled titanium clip is a change of pace for ProTech. And I think this one's just beautiful. I think they did a great job on this. Yeah, this knife is a pretty nice specimen. This is again, it's an automatic here. So the secret release button is right here at the bottom of this scale. So this is this scale at the bottom of this scale. You push this down in order, if you're unsure of where it is. See that screw right there? That screw is actually sort of a bolt that runs through here and sort of toggles up and down here. So if you toggle this down, boom, right? You're going to get that, and then you're going to push this back, and you're going to see the spring engage, and you're going to shut this, and now you're going to pull it out, and then the next time, there's no spring, right? So that's how the dual action works, and it's really cool. This does work both for Spidey Flick and for you know, rolling this thing out, and again, it has sort of that really nice drop shut action here as well. So beautiful action on that. The price on this isn't terrible considering that, you know, the machine time they have to put into this thing. It's $450. It is very steep and very pricey, but there's not a whole lot of dual actions in the market, and this one is very well made, and takes again takes a lot of machine time from a shop that does their knives very, very well and does this knife very, very well. So I definitely appreciate that. Let's talk about some of the bad on here. So some of the bad is I don't love this thumb plate. It's number one, it gets in the way sort of the cutting path a little bit, and number two, it is so close to the scales here that sometimes it's a little bit hard to get purchase. I wish this was sort of extended out a little bit here as far as the chamfering in, so that I could get a little bit more behind here as I pull out, but it's really not, as I push it out, it's not really that big of a deal, but it is a deal, as they say. So that is one issue that I have. Another issue is, despite ProTech being awesome at a lot of stuff, this dual action is not actually centered. I don't know if it's a common problem of them, but I wouldn't be surprised if it is, because of the complexity of the mechanisms involved. So, but it's just something to be aware of, again, since you're paying $450 for a knife. But those are those are pretty much nitpicks. This is an excellent knife overall. This is really a stunner overall. I'm very, very happy with this knife. Which has been part of my collection. I haven't hard used it because I had always planned to sell it. It was just hard to part with. But frankly, this is it's been a great part of the collection for a little bit now, and I've had a lot of fun sort of just opening and closing it and using the automatic mechanism here. There's one thing actually more to note, is that every once in a while, you don't see it now, but sometimes when you engage the spring here, you'll get sort of it won't be flush right here, this part that rests on the lever, and so that can be fixed pretty easily by just redeploying the spring and then bringing it back in, and then doing that. Now it's flush, right? But sometimes it won't be flush, and just be aware of that, and don't be surprised by that. Overall, again, I do recommend this knife if you have the money to spend. If $450 is a stretch for you, or you are looking for something that you don't mind hard using every day, honestly, I'd recommend something like the Umnumzaan in that case, at that price range. But this is still a great knife in this price range, and it's beautiful. It's very well done by ProTech. But again, if you're looking specifically for a user, I'd recommend that Umnumzaan. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit the notification bell, and the subscription button, and drop a comment. Let me know what you think of this knife, and whether you have had the ProTech Harkins A-Tech before, and what you think. Thanks so much.